I'm Jordan Shapiro. I teach at Temple University. And I want to give a little bit of thought to what the school of the future actually looks like. And I think we often screw up when we think about this, right? We hear the school of the future and we think of Epcot Center, or we think of all these crazy technologies, and it becomes this sort of question of what would it look like for school to be full of tech toys, right, of gadgets and devices, and ultimately do the same thing that it does. But I think what we don't really consider often enough is that is what the schools of the present do, right? What school does ultimately is teach children and adults how to live with the technologies of the time, how to live within the technological or the economic paradigm in which they need to, how to participate in the society as it's structured through tools. Human societies are always structured through tools. And I think we really need to consider not so much what tools are going to impact our education, right? What's going to change? Is the blackboard going to change? Is the desk going to change? As much to whether or not the actual habits, routines, rituals of the classroom are adequately preparing people to live in a world with a certain set of tools, right? So, for at least in my childhood, even when I was in kindergarten or first grade or second grade, when I was in primary school, there's so much about reading clocks, for example, right? There's so much there's so much where you have to translate from a digital clock to an analog clock, from an analog clock to what's 2:03, how do you say 7:30, all of these things around time. And that's because we live in a world where time mattered so much, in a world where you needed things to fit into certain periods, right? Like class periods, like classroom hours, and everything became about sort of, can you stick to the schedule? Can you turn things in by a due date? Well, that drastically changes in a world where we're capable of nonlinear and asynchronous communications, right? In a world where I can do things on the internet, where I can connect with you at any hour of day, where I can work all day long on things, I no longer need to have the kind of episodic time that we spent so much time teaching kids before. What does that mean? What does it mean when you no longer need class periods to train people to think in terms of episodes?